Hey everyone, Suzi here, and today we're playing Watcher of Realms. For today's video, we have a lot to cover. There are dev insights again, now from today, August 15th. We have quite a list here. Plus, we have some Forerunner server updates to go over. A lot of people are talking about the forms, but there's even more than that. There was an update on the 10th that has a ton of interesting things. And there's another update that was posted about for the 17th to come that has a lot of things. And then, yes, unlocking aspects. And what does this mean? What are aspects? I'm seeing people talk about that quite a lot. So let's go over all of this in one big update video and go through my screenshots on my computer apparently. Alright, so let's start with the current dev insights because that's going to be new for most people because that just popped. You might have already heard the other information. So this is dev insights related to questions submitted from the 20th through the 26th of July. So is Zilla2 on the list for a strength update? She does not feel as competitive in the current environment as she used to. A strength adjustment for Zilla2 is already planned, and we will be improving her capabilities in some form soon. Please keep an eye on a future update notes. Once I have Lady Alexandra, the Apex shop could use a long-term goal. I mean, don't you want to get her awakenings too? And her exclusive artifact maxed out? That's pretty long-term goal, looks like to me. But they say ideally designed to help Arbiter teams become more viable in single-target arena and give faction a clearer role in the current meta. They said, we have plans for the Apex shop related content. Please keep an eye. So updates to the Apex shop are planned. Gretchen is still a great spot, isn't a great spot power-wise, but she does not have her own skin. She has one coming. Could we get a helmetless design with a fresh weapon, like a standout great sword? So we've received a request for a Gretchen skin and we'll take it into consideration. If there's related content, we'll share it. Official announcements. There are leaks of that. I'm pretty sure it was Gretchen anyway. But I guess we'll see that in the future. Alright. I'm just gonna leave it full screen for now because there's lots to change. Okay, Lust feels like she has room to stand out more among limited heroes. Could agonizing delight and her basic attack be strengthened a bit? For the rage boost, I'd like to see two separate improvements, letting it work on heroes from all factions and making rage gain more consistent. It would be nice if she could hit flying enemies, if her ultimate could extend her attack range around Dao Chen's. That's smart. We're already paying close attention to Lust's current performance. We'll keep making targeted updates on older heroes, so keep an eye. That one's pretty uncertain. It doesn't say yes, she has a plan. So maybe, maybe not. Alright, Admiral Claw gets a focused... Could Admiral Claw get a focused buff so he can be better to keep up with single target DPS option? I'd love to see his talent reach up to 40% penetration at 30% HP instead of 30% penetration at 40% HP. I keep yawning. I'm so sorry. Let him target flying enemies and improve the damage on his ultimate. Bloodstorm Annihilator's second passive and A1 while raising the vulnerability from A3. It's nice when there's specific suggestions, so good job, people. Alright, we've noted Admiral Claw's current strength gap, and we'll continue making targeted improvements to older heroes. Please watch future updates. Maybe. Nightmare Codex attempts can take a lot of waiting at 2x auto speed. Would a 3 times option be considered for these runs? So thanks to the suggestion, standard battles currently support up to 2 times speed. We don't have plans for 3 times as of now. So no, not yet. At least they said it. Since Malric has its own Hall of Illusion content, could he receive a boost that applies there? So he feels like more of the star of that mode. Yeah, you should totally get like bonus something if you use Malric in Malric Halls of Illusion. Malric's exclusive enhancement bonus is already live in Malric Halls of Illusion. When the ult is triggered, he adds 1 more extra wizard's rune to 1 allied hero with the highest attack on the field. Feel free to try it out. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just missing. I don't pay that much attention to Malric Halls of Illusion, so there might actually be something there, but I think they just mean his actual stuff itself. Okay, Livian's exclusive artifact does not see much use right now. Could adding 1 block make it stronger fit for her tank role? Thanks to the suggestion, we received the request to add block to the artifact. We'll discuss internally whether to include it in a future optimization. So they have noted it. Alright, question 9. For veteran players, daily endgame can start to feel repetitive. Are there any plans for more lasting goals, guild teamwork content, seasonal endgame events, or new growth systems beyond the current routine of Drake's Chasm, guild boss, and gear raids? We care a lot about late game experience for veteran players, and we'll continue developing new modes and co-op content. So maybe at some point, there's always new stuff coming. Question 10. Could rare heroes get their own event where they're the focus? Yeah, I don't know. I've always loved that kind of stuff in general. But modes limited to rares would give them a chance to matter again. So we really like the direction of giving rare heroes a chance to shine again. A related event mode is coming soon, giving rare heroes their own dedicated space to play. Please look forward to trying it in future. So yes, a related event mode is coming. A rare only event mode. That's, I think, what they mean. All right, onward. Tallulah's healing still feels slow, even with her exclusive artifact. Could the butterfly's attack speed conversion or healing output be improved? So we've noticed her healing efficiency is on the low side. We'll look into suitable ways to strengthen her healing capabilities soon. So please keep an eye on future update notes. The upgrade flow for gear, gems, heroes, artifacts feels slow because of repeated animations. Could the upgrade be stepped up, skipped, or completed with 1 tap? Yeah, they've kind of addressed that a couple times. So they say we've received feedback around slow animations and extra steps in various in-game upgrade flows, and we already have the following optimization planned. For gem enhancement, a skip animation feature has been completed and will go live in the next version, which should directly shorten gem enhancement time. Gear and artifacts, a series of shortcut features such as a one-click enhancement to max level, have been planned and will be developed and implemented in versions coming in the later and second half of the year. The other flows such as hero leveling, promotion, refinement will continue evaluating animation speed up and skip options. Please watch for future update notes. So yeah, they've already said they were going to be improving some of that, so I'm not surprised there. Question 13. Tireless Raider is helpful for saving time, but the event rewards can feel limited. Would double rewards for the cleared stages make it more worthwhile? So it's already on their radar to make it more appealing, and we'll evaluate possible reward improvements. So that's on their radar. And content creator tournament. Could every category champion receive a unique reward? Each first place winner represents a win in their own track. An exclusive avatar or something would feel fair. So we received the idea of exclusive rewards for category champion. We'll take it into consideration when optimizing the reward structure for future events. I don't know. Okay, that was Dev Insights. Sorry, I'm struggling physically. Oh my god, guys. I keep wanting to yawn and my eyes driving me crazy today. It's not my day. Like, I'm just really... I'm sorry. I didn't expect to... It's like always when you sit down, when you're tired. I think you just don't breathe well, like properly when I record sometimes. And I'm like trying to hold back a million yawns, or I'm talking through my yawns. Plus my eye has been a little bit wonky than normal. It was doing so much better. I have new eye drops to use daily and all sorts of stuff after going to the eye doctor, but the last couple of days it's just terrible, man. But our bodies suck. Aging sucks. Life sucks sometimes with that. It's fine. Okay, onward. Here we are. So the 10th again had an update here for the Forerunner server. Okay, let's go through these. Heroes. Okay, this is the Forerunner server, not global servers yet. Not the test server either. Both things could be different and affect, you know, what happens on global is not necessarily 100% of what we see here, but usually it is. Usually, if anything, global will add a couple more things, but pretty much everything from Forerunner goes over to global. It's not usually like, although I can't say that. There's been things like Ingrid gets exclusive artifact, and then it never came to global. So who knows? But that's, yeah, this is why we always try to remind you and say it again multiple times. Sorry for talking too much and not reading, but it's really important to remember this is the Forerunner server, which is the OG old server. It has a limited player base on it, and it is potentially everything subject to change for what comes to all the normal servers fully. Alright, heroes. The following heroes have been adjusted in this update. If commanders use these heroes in their autofight records, the autofight results may be affected. You can manually challenge the stages to update your autofight records. Volca. Fixed an issue where certain heroes occasionally could not restore HP properly through Scarlet Feast. Oh, Volca should be more efficient if you felt like she was having issues. Dane. Optimize the loading logic for visual effects and skill Rain of Fire. Okay. Gear adjustments. Xena's amulet. Before, upon her first death, Xena's redeployment. Wait, sorry, after. Let's just read the after. Xena's redeployment time is reduced by 15 seconds. Okay, it just is. Instead of like upon her first death. That makes sense, right? That's just a buff period, not only when she dies or you despawn her. Chaos Dominion Ring, Faction Ring. The after is when HP is not at maximum, damage plus 15%. So this is just a huge buff overall. It doesn't have to have HP below 50% and even more of a damage increase. New stages, they added a campaign challenge mode. Commanders can use preset heroes to clear highly challenging stages. A challenge mode. So beyond the normal, hard, and expert, now a challenge mode. Oh dear. Convenience improvements. Quality of life improvements. Added a auto explore feature to Void Rift. Clear Void Rift on the corresponding difficulty to unlock this feature and quickly obtain rewards. Optimize the quick clear experience. Increase daily quick clear attempts to 20. Sped up the quick clear results animation. And optimize the monster spawn times in the basic trial, allowing commanders with higher BP to clear stage faster. Okay, interesting. So the auto explore for Void Rift, like being able to do all of it overall, not have to manually do those runs for Nightmare would be great. Oh, and I don't think I said, I took screenshots of everything from the Forerunner server on my Forerunner server account from my phone because I couldn't get my emulator to work for logging in because it thinks I'm in the US when I'm not in the US, and it's fine. All right, other optimizations and adjustments. Optimize the destination pages accessed via Go for some daily quests. Adjusted monthly quests, added new monthly quests and their corresponding rewards for players who have upgraded their monthly quest tier. Interesting. Optimized the item display order in the Demon Soldier shop and added a Lord filter for the heroes feature. added Valara and Alicia to the relationships in Grand Archive, Supreme Arbiters, and fixed a title error and hero profiles and added hero story titles in profiles. All right, and then on the 17th to come, this is the new one that was just posted yesterday or so, I think. The following heroes have been adjusted in this update. If these heroes were used in your auto fight records, your auto fight records may be affected. You can manually challenge the stages to update your auto fight records. Twin Fiend fixed a display issue with rage on the skill interface when Twin Fiend's ultimate is at level 2 and 3. Why does that affect auto fight? They're so silly. Jezebel optimized the description. That doesn't affect an auto fight either. Lasts for 10 seconds. Deals up to 40% single target physical damage per second, doubled against airborne units, and inflicts 25% physical damage vulnerability for 3 seconds. Up to 3 Seeds of Malice can exist on the field. This is for Seeds of Malice. And then Suyu optimized ultimate casting. If there are enemies within attack range, the deployment animation can be interrupted to cast the ultimate early. Okay, that might affect stuff. Return Spirit, new effect. It reduces her AoE damage taken by 80%. Okay. Bone Biting Cold. The after is every 2 basic attacks. The next basic attack deals up to 420% AoE damage that ignores up to 50% defense to up to 8 targets in range. When the target is inflicted with Radiant Erosion, deals an extra 270% true damage. So an increase from 200 to 270. If the target's HP drops below 40% and they're inflicted with Winter's Bite or Freeze, instantly kills the target, excluding bosses and elites. So a damage boost for her. So Suyu just got a buff. Okay. Her exclusive artifact Moonfrost. The after increases damage by up to 35%. When dealing direct damage, has a 50% chance, up from 20, to inflict 1 stack of Radiant Erosion for 10 seconds on the target. Buffed that too. Boreas added to the North Throne! Finally! He's like the most northern people of all. Especially in his visuals and his cinematics. And oh my gosh, Boreas to the North Throne. I love that. Oh my goodness, how is nobody... Oh, that should be the headline. Alright, optimize the rage consumption mechanics of ultimates for heroes with potent surge mechanism. If the current rage is higher than 100% of the rage cap, but lower than 200%, casting the ultimate will only consume rage equal to 100% of the rage cap. Okay. Lady Mina. Fixed an issue where Lady Mina's visuals would occasionally appear incorrectly when she was stunned after casting her ultimate. And then Gallery of War. The gameplay test is concluded on the Forerunner server. During the test, we received a wealth of feedback. The suggestions have been carefully recorded and will shape the upcoming improvements. Once the optimizations are complete, Gallery of War will officially launch. Please stay tuned for future announcements regarding the exact launch time and details new feature. And then gear and artifacts. New sets will drop from the gear raids and gear dungeons. New gear sets. Boreas is a northerner. I got it. Commanders, go to gear recommendation settings and adjust your recommendation plans after the update to avoid selling the gear by mistake. Oh, so many people are going to do that. Oh god. How many people don't read these and even know there's a new gear set at all? Oof. That could bite people. Okay. New gear sets. Drake Fire 2-piece. Attack plus 30%. Each time burning is successfully inflicted on an enemy, increases damage by 1% for 5 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. Goldmane 2-piece. HP plus 30%. Each time a hero uses a basic attack to deal damage to an enemy, deals extra true damage equal to 4% of the hero's max HP. Oh, that's fun. Gray Fang, 3-piece. Basic attack damage plus 35%. After killing an enemy, increases penetration by 15% for 10 seconds. Okay. A new artifact for the tacticians, Sacred Banner. Increases healing effect by up to 30. Upon casting the ultimate, increases healing effect for 10 seconds. And then other optimizations. The boss in the artifact material raid was incorrectly applying a 100% damage increase buff to itself and triggering the power of unyielding. If this buff happened to be dispelled, the boss would cast skills during unyielding. Following the bug fix, this buff has been removed. The boss will no longer cast skills with a high damage multiplier during power of unyielding. While this may affect some auto fights, the overall battle difficulty will be relatively reduced, making the battle more stable and easier to control. If you encounter any issues, try using Power of Dominance to clear the stage again. Oh, that's so smart. I want, is it just, wait, which stages exactly? All of that? No, they didn't, wherever they had that. I don't know. I haven't even tried the hardest ones yet, but I know they were ridiculous. Okay, added a bulk assemble button to the storage shard screen. Quickly assemble all shards. Of what? Storage shard. Oh, like the shards of what? Okay, okay. That's smart. There's a whole bunch. I've had that after farming. Alright, optimize the artifact material raids experience. The boss will no longer cast shield skills during invincibility. Oh, another AMR reduction of difficulty. Okay, they definitely understood that they made the stages too hard for the final ones. That's good. Added a toggle for shop character dialogues. You can choose whether to display character dialogues in the shop on the Camp Dwarven Association screen. So you can choose not to cover the booba of the new lovely little tavern maiden, right? Right? The booba has been revealed. I want to say protected, but the opposite. Okay, now the big thing everyone's talking about, aspects. So aspect is an advanced hero development feature. It unlocks when a hero reaches max level in promotion grade. You must first obtain an exclusive aspect item to activate an aspect. Once activated, you can choose an aspect to equip. After the version update, Silas and Valkyra are the first heroes to receive aspects, with each hero having 2 aspects. Aspects for other heroes will be released in future updates. So, aspect effects. Equipping an aspect changes a hero's appearance and grants a passive effect. So, dual form. Yeah, that's okay. The passive effects of the first batch of aspects are as follows. Silas's aspect. The Wraithbane. During the ultimate, when soul sniping hits a target, it bounces to adjacent enemies. The damage multiplier of the bounce soul sniping is reduced by 40%. And Silas's aspect, the Drake's Bane, changes his damage type to magic. At each attack inflicts a 50% slow for 3 seconds. Awaken 5 now increases the target's magic damage taken by 15% instead. That's so cool. Alright, Valkyra's aspect, the Last Light. Every 2 basic attacks inflict radiant erosion on the target for 10 seconds. If the target's already inflicted with radiant erosion, deals 40% true damage instead of inflicting it again, or 100% true damage during the ultimate. Her aspect, Everwinter's Air, during the ultimate expands the attack range, and each attack inflicts 1 stack of Winter's Bite on the target for 3 seconds. Note, you must equip the aspect to gain the corresponding effects in battle. In addition to passive effects, aspect development skills will be available in future updates, granting more attribute bonuses and skill effects. Stay tuned. So this is just the basis of aspects, but there's going to be more bonuses to existing aspects as they develop this feature. That's really cool. It's like dual forms. And it helps. It's an interesting way to buff heroes that already exist and give them more utility in different areas of the game. It's like, okay, Silas there's a lot of other physical damage, whatever, hard-hitting people instead of Silas now. But what if you could use him as magic damage instead? That's so cool. I love it. All right, so obtaining aspect items. The activation items for the first 4 aspects will be available through the following methods. Silas's aspect, the Wraithbane. After the version update, you can obtain this by completing the achievement. Clear stage 18 of Gear Raid 3. Oh, it's going to be a bonus achievement. And then Drake's Bane, obtain from the Engraver's Exhibition event starting on a certain date. This is again Forerunner server. But September. So this sounds like this is going to be a September thing. Valkyria's aspect, the Last Light, from a sign-in event starting on the 21st of September. This could be the same date for global. There have been some times where some big updates come and they come to both global and Forerunner. Yeah. All right, and Valkyria's other one, after the version update, you can obtain by completing the achievement, clear stage 15 of all faction trials except Arbiter and Dominion. Oh, that's clever. That's a little more difficult one. Those get hard. There's a couple I stopped at 13, and every time I try to progress, I'm still stuck. Oh boy. Okay, well, this is a big update, wholly long video. Not really too bad. Better than I expected. I expected well over 30 minutes. So there you go, guys. Lots and lots of updates. Yeah. I will leave it at that. Thank you for watching. Sorry I'm a little slow on some of these. I didn't even remember the first one, but now I'm glad that I caught up. Again, Forerunner server is not the global server. Some of these things are subject to change, so when it comes again for real, I will read it all over again for everyone so there's clarity. So if you're someone that does not care about these Forerunner server updates and you rather check out, then you at least know that when they come to global, we're still going to read it so you don't have to.